Our next speaker is Lynne Marie Wanamaker. She has been a feminist for so long that her degree is in women's studies because gender queer studies hasn't been invented yet. She's been kicking ass since she was a teenager. In the intervening years, she has amassed a vast collection of martial arts black belts, winning t-shirts, feminist diatribes, and sarcastic comebacks. Her teaching blends effectiveness with irreverence, and she is committed to making self-defense skills accessible to everyone. I'm here because I believe that freedom from violence is a right and not a privilege. We live in a world where that right does not accrue equally to all of us, where some of us are at disproportionate risk of hate and sexual violence. Women and girls, transgender women, sex workers, women of color, women with disabilities. That right of safety does not accrue equally to all of us. And so long as I have to live in this world, so long as I have to raise my daughter in this world, a world where 1 in 6 women will face attempted or completed rape in her lifetime, then I will consider self-defense a basic life skill for those of us under attack. If we cannot assume our own safety, if we cannot assume that we will be safe in our homes, in our schools, in our workplaces, and in our public spaces, if we cannot assume our safety, then we will find a means by which to protect ourselves.
Yeah.
Because the truth is that those of us under attack practice self-defense every day of our lives. We have to. It's a matter of our survival. So I'm going to ask you, by a show of hands, please raise your hand if the statements that I say are true for you, or if they're true for someone that you know. If you or someone that you know has ever used your mind to protect yourself, if you ever planned ahead for your own safety, if you asked somebody to walk you home, if you took a shuttle from campus security, if you ever heard footsteps behind you on a dark street and thought of what you would do if that was somebody who wanted to hurt you, if you ever used your mind to keep yourself safe, raise your hand. If you ever used your voice to keep yourself safe, if you or somebody you know ever spoke up against injustice, if you ever asserted yourself in an interpersonal conflict, if you ever asked for help, if you ever yelled for help, raise your hand if this is for you or someone you know. If you ever created distance between yourself and someone who is dangerous, if you ended a relationship with someone who was controlling or intimidating or abusive, if you moved away from someone who was about to become dangerous, if you ran away, if this is true for you or someone that you know,